Look, I think Season 2 of Blue Lock is a tad bit overhated. Before y'all throw me on the cross and crucify me, I'm not saying this season is good so far. We're gonna discuss the animation here, but I believe people are blowing the issue to the point where they cannot appreciate the other aspects that I think are actually half decent. So without further ado, let's get into it. The voice actors are popping the fuck off, and especially Isagi. The flow scene is, well, we'll talk about that later, but the amount of energy the actor puts in here was arousing. Okay, wait, that sounded wrong. So much grit and determination in his delivery. I think the pacing is pretty solid. We're not rushing through the source material, or are we really slogging through it? The story is obviously really good, and we're nearing the peak of the series, U20, and we're getting introduced to all these new characters with their own unique personalities and weapons, and we get to see them collaborate with each other, for better or worse. And let's see here. Yeah, that's kind of it. Hey, I didn't say it was massively overhated, but let's actually talk about that. Blue Lock's animation could be easily summed up with this right here. This is such a hype moment in the manga, a game changer for the series since it's the first play recognized to be flow. The drive in Isagi's eyes, the spectral essence of his step-in, the astonishment on his face, all of it was pretty much ruined in the anime. Firstly, I hate how much the anime abuses this heat haze, turbulent displacement effect. It would be fine if they only used it a couple times, and I say there are some cases where it even looks good, but fuck me, it feels like the vast majority of the scenes use this effect, and it gets really repetitive. It's their way of adding motion to these still frames without actually animating that. One thing I've noticed about the season is that whenever a little bit of hair swing is added, the shot is insanely boosted, and it just don't do that anymore. And I'd also say that for 95% of episode 3, there's a moving PNG on screen, and that's it. Look how genuinely dogshit this looks. I can animate this exact scene with one Premiere Pro effect. It's so bad. Shields Go was such an insane looking play that is a fucking still frame with shitty VFX. And again, I would be fine with it if it only happened a few times, but every other shot, bro, it's ridiculous. Maybe it could be acceptable if there was some insane Sakuga happening, but the good looking scenes are just okay. And to all the people that are saying that they're saving up the budget for U20, I feel like that's a whole pack of coping, but hey, I could be wrong. Despite everything we mentioned, I think it's still watchable. It's still Blue Lock, it still has its ridiculous developments and hype moments, but just not something worth watching if you read the manga. For anime onlys, I would recommend this too, but for manga readers to experience that level of greatness, it's just not worth it. And just when I was editing this video, the new episode dropped, which was decent. I mean, shit was moving, there was hair waving, and it's an improvement that I welcome. Now, is it perfect? Nah, there's still some shots that look wonky as hell, but Rio's gyro shot was actually kind of clean. It's not that bad. Now, I am going to continue watching because I am very curious to see if they're able to pull it off, U20. And if they do, I'll get on my hands and knees from fucking apologize. But with the direction the season is going so far, I'm not really keen on that. But we'll see. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Peace.